Hey guys. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hey Sam. Hey Miss Cheryl. Hey TLC. How's everybody doing? How has y'all weekend been? Miss Cheryl, I am sorry about earlier too. My daughter called me because she taught my grandson how to tie his shoe. She had to tell me all about it, and he had to tell his Gigi. So I thought it was gonna be a quick conversation, but here we are. Hey bro, happy Sunday. I was looking to see if you was gonna be live today. You going live this week, bro? Hey Miss Hey Sophia. Hey Big Dog Reg. Hey Cat. How's everybody doing? How's y'all Sunday going? How was y'all weekend? Y'all listen. I talked to several people this weekend from the community. I checked on a couple people that I hadn't talked to for a little bit just to make sure people were good. A lot of people were saying, "Oh yeah, I'm good. Just getting ready for the storm, yada yada." Everybody's getting the storm, right? And I'm like, "Well, it's raining here. It's supposed to rain here for a couple of days." Woke up this morning to about 4 or 5 inches of snow. Yep, did more than rain. It rained all day yesterday, and then last night, yeah, lovely day thus far. Great. I was frustrated. Like, really, really? It's probably more than I'm even counting. I should take a ruler out there that I'm guesstimating, I should say, and how much snow is out there. And I knew like surrounding cities around me was going to get snow, but I thought I was going to go unscathed. And Mother Nature was like, yeah. I went out there. I started to go out there. I was going to go into the greenhouse, which I can check my temperature now in the greenhouse from an app that I have. Earlier it was 44 degrees in there. It's loading now to tell me what it is currently. Now, mind you, my heater's set to 68 degrees. It ain't making it to 68 degrees. It's so cold. But you would think the snow would make it kind of hold some warmth. It's still 44. It finished and it's still at 44 degrees, which I'll take. I'll take that because in my city, it is currently 29 degrees, what it feels like of 17. So if it feels like 17 and it's 44 in my greenhouse, I'll take it. And I still have a winter weather advisory because why not? Because why not? You got 5.5 inches of rain. Oh my gosh. And about an inch of snow this morning, Kentucky. We're neighbors. We are neighbors, Cat. But I don't think we got that much rain. It never rained heavy that I noticed, but it was constant rain. Um, but yeah, that snow was another conversation. That's what I figured broke. I was like, I usually be trying to keep it at 40 or better. Because I have all those like my Satsuma, my kumquats, and my lemon in there. Um, but they okay. They're all the leaves are done for on them, so they'll have to grow new leaves, but they're all green. So I saw your video too. I didn't comment though. Dang, I just thought about that. I did see it though. And I saw you lost. Which one was it? Dang it. I forget what it was now. That you said was gonna die all the way back. I forget what it was. But then your red havens do great. I have lost yet another red haven. I lost two. No, 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 no. That's not true. I lost one. I last year the one I lost was the O Henry. I haven't and this is the sad part. I didn't video the fact that I lost that red haven, but y'all gonna see it ain't it ain't out there. I went to break like bend one of the limbs to see if it would break off, and the whole plant from the root from the base broke. I was like, well, you're dead. Thank you for confirming. Hey, Thomas, happy Sunday. I was not happy about that. Hey, Janet, happy Sunday. Um, no, it wasn't a fig, was it? Not died back. This plant was dead. You had scratched it all the way down to the bottom on both sides, and it wasn't no green. What was that? I don't think it was a fig. Maybe it was. You love the snow, but you over it now. That's me. Sophia, that is me. I am over it. Probably because we got more than we typically do. Like the first snowfall we got, well, the first big one, it was like 10 to 12 inches of snow. So we don't usually get that much snow. And I haven't left my house. So there's that. But I'm over it. Bridge said, I woke up today, so my day is great. Amen to that. Speaking of that, let me get through get through the comments though. Oh, from Southwest Florida, Janet, stay warm. I'm trying. I saw Led earlier. He was live from Freedom Acres, and I was like, I would rather be in your backyard right now, because no. Oh, the snow had your knees hurting. Tom, you too young for that, baby. You are too young for that. Let me see. Was it a loquat? No, you had. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so you had two loquats next to each other. One didn't have leaves, but it still was green, and the other one had lots of leaves. Is that what you're talking about, or did you have another loquat somewhere else? Because I don't know if we talk. I'm gonna have to look. I know what I saw broke. It was it was something that you said was gonna die all the way back. I watched the whole video. Hey LGG, happy Sunday. Let me see. I feel like I missed somebody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm trying to make sure I catch everybody. I'm trying to get to the bottom because I want to actually share something just in case someone did not see it within the community. We used to get like 4 feet of snow at a time back in the night. Well, listen, Sam. Yes, we did, but I've been spoiled. Now listen. We used to get this snow that we're getting now is nothing. Even with us getting a foot, the one snowfall, like we used to constantly get snow, starting in like November. So we not living in the past though, because in the 2000s they've been spoiling us, and we've been getting driftings of snow and like little snow here and there. Maybe we get an ice like day or two here and there, and then some really cold days, and then I want that because I'm spoiled, and they gave me that for that long, and I want it back. I didn't ask for a foot of snow in 2025. That's what I didn't ask for. Thank you, Thomas. Am I glowing, or is it just my lighting? I'm trying to get there, y'all. Hey, Laura, how you doing? Happy Sunday. You are getting snow like, yup. I know TLC. I'm getting that Cleveland song. And see, y'all buy the water, so it's like I'm not appreciating it, y'all. Hey, that's my art. Happy Sunday. Okay, I think. Oh, I called up. Okay, so in case you haven't seen it, maybe you haven't been on YouTube today, maybe you don't follow him, but I mentioned him on my channel a couple of times because, for one, I bartered with him before, and I bought his products before. Hey, Tennessee Goddess, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. But Pepper Rookie did a short on his page because he is in the hospital. He had a blood clot in his leg, and they were able to remove it. So he is fine there, but he had to go into surgery. to have, I think he said he had to have a muscle cut open to release the swell, to not to really, to allow the swelling to go down or something like that. I have checked on him since, because he did respond to a message this morning, like a couple hours ago maybe. And I was like, well, that should have been after surgery. So I sent him another message just asking how he was doing. But I did fuss at him a little bit. Hey, Deborah, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Because apparently he had been noticing the pain in his leg and working out in the yard. He thought he was just doing too much in the yard. And I guess he was out there yesterday and it was worse. And he must have said something to his wife, and she said, no, we're going to the hospital. And it's a good thing she did, because I was like, sir, had she not, we just don't know. So yeah, I think he's but you can definitely, if you go over to his channel, you'll see both of his posts. He did one just saying what had happened and that they got removed the blood clot, and I think they came back later and was telling him that they needed to do surgery. And he did a second video on YouTube. Hey, Bayou Sugar, how you doing, sis? Hey, Happy Mac, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. So yes, flood him with some positive energy, because the second post he did, I can definitely tell his emotions were taking hold of him, because he is going to be set down for a little bit. And if you've ever recovered from an injury that's prohibited you from doing what you normally do, it is a lot. It's a lot. To one day be able to do things, and then the next day you have to rely on other people to kind of help you get some things done. So yeah. But I can see the emotion in his face. So I tried to send him a positive message. You won't see my messages on YouTube. I do comment on his stuff on YouTube. I talk to him a lot through Instagram. That's usually where we're doing our bartering and stuff. Like, hey, I saw you got this. If I send you this, can you send me this? That's what we be doing. But I sent messages over on the Instagram side, because I'm like, I don't, yeah, I just did that. But I'm just like, let's not think about what we can't do at the moment. Let's focus on what we can. The fact that we're here, the fact that your wife got you into that hospital when she did. So, hey, she is Sunshine. How you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Because sometimes we ignore those signals from our body that's telling us that something is not right. And that could be a detriment to yourself by ignoring it and just pushing forward. So blood clots is a serious thing. Hey, Paula, how you doing? Happy Sunday. So yeah, I kind of fussed at him a little bit, because I know a lot of times, and women, we could be stubborn too, but men are very stubborn about acknowledging when something is wrong. They kind of drag their feet at getting some things checked out. So yeah. Hey, PIA, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Yes, that's why I shared it, because he posted it, so it was out there on YouTube. And I'm like, I know some people follow him but may not have seen it, because it's a short. So sometimes we don't catch those things right away. And I noticed it in my feed, like right when I opened it, and I noticed the hospital gown. And I was like, what is happening right now? So yeah, and he said he'll do check-ins and post. So he said that in one of the posts that he made. Hey, Mr. BS, happy Sunday. So yeah. But definitely keep him in your thoughts and prayers, because I know it can be it's scary, you know. It can be scary. I am talking about Pepper Rookie, Shia Sunshine. I don't know if you follow him. He's in the garden community. He's down in Florida. But he had a blood clot, and so he's in the hospital. It was removed, but then he had to go into surgery soon after that for because I guess there was a lot of swelling, and in order to get the swelling down, they had to do some type of surgical procedure. So, yeah. Hey, Ten, happy Sunday. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Happy Sunday. So, yeah, he has post. Like I said, he has shorts. There's 2 shorts that he's posted that I'm aware of on his channel. So if you want to go over there and just comment and leave him some encouragement, because I know that it's weighing heavy on him. Now he might be a little better in spirit. I don't know, but I know before the surgery, you could see it in his face that the emotions were taking over. Hey Tia, how you doing? Happy Sunday. They are no joke, Mr. BS. And that's why I told him, I was like, let's not dwell on what you can't do. Like, because he was making comments about, oh, there goes my tomatoes, and stuff. And I'm like, let's not worry about that. You are here. And that's a bigger, a bigger thing. Because look, I know people who are not here today because of blood clots. So they are serious. And usually it happens very quickly, to where there's usually just no time to prevent what's happening. But his was in his leg. He said, I forget where, because he did tell me exactly where it was. It was like in the back of one of his legs, left or right. I don't know which. I can't remember. So it hadn't traveled up, but usually clots travel up through the body. And yeah. So he's very lucky in the fact that he felt discomfort. And then in the fact that his wife was like, something ain't right. Let's go get this checked out. So yeah. He was on Broke's Live. Yes, he's been on there a couple times. That's Pepper Rookie. Yep, that's him, Shia Sunshine. He's been over there a couple times. And he's real cool. Like he hasn't been part of the community that long. He came in last year. Yes, because I started bartering with him last year because he saw comfrey in one of my videos. He's like, hey, I see you have comfrey. If I send you this, could you send me some comfrey? So yeah, that's kind of how it started with us in the bartering. And he sent me some of his hot sauce because he makes his own hot sauce that he actually sells. He dehydrates vegetables that he sells. So he had sent me some hot sauce and it was really good. So I ended up buying some outside of what he sent me. But yeah, prayer does change things, Queen. And that's what I told him. I said, you got people out here that are praying for you. You will be fine. Keep your spirits up. Let's just not focus on the hard parts of it. The recovery part is going to come. Just be patient. Yeah. You just learned about his channel last week, 10. Yeah. He's new. So it's not surprising. He's not a big channel because he's new. But he is doing a lot down there. And he's in Florida, so that makes me jealous because he gets to grow like darn near all year. But he likes to grow like a lot of different varieties of peppers. And he don't even eat hot stuff at all. At all. But he grows them to make the sauces that people like. So I don't know who tries it. I don't know if his wife tasted or his son tasted to see if it's, good. I don't know. Because his son in his videos, if you watch his content, his son is a lot of times in the garden with him, helping him because that's his muscle. He like come on out here and help me, do whatever the thing is, like build something up or tear something down. So yeah. It is a blessing that didn't travel up. That is. Hey Jamia, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Um, oh, was he on Miss T's as well? See, he getting around. He is getting around. You can definitely you can harass him about his poor choice in football teams because yes, he is a Cowgirls fan. I found that out on Broke's channel. Yeah, give him something to distract his mind from what's going on, so he can go back and forth about his team. That's a good idea, Sunshine. My hubby had a blood clot years ago. I had to insist the doctor send him to. Mm-hmm. See, Tia, nothing but God, and they be so stubborn sometimes. So yeah, thank God that you made them check. Absolutely. I know, Happy Mac. That broke my heart. It broke my heart because I was like, you can see his emotion. You can see the emotion in his face. Yeah, that was rough, and I know it's rough. I've had an injury that set me down before, and it's defeating a little bit. You feel I don't know. I did have like a short moment of depression from it, like upset that I couldn't do what I normally did. And knowing that I was still going through the healing process, but that didn't matter because it's like, but just last week I was doing this, and now just to do this smaller thing is I can't even do that. It was rough, but yeah. So I get it. I know how that can weigh on someone, and he's already thinking ahead of all the things he was trying to do in the garden because he started his tomatoes back before Broke did. And y'all know Broke started his tomatoes and he has nice size plants already. And he started his before Broke. Um, and both of them were growing tomato varieties that caught my eye. And I was like, oh, what's that? So he actually did send me tomato seeds. Maybe both of them did. I was like, oh, what's that you're growing? So yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, and he does a lot out there in his garden. He's growing quite a lot. Um, hey, Miss Cassandra, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Just like MRG always says, you pray for me, I pray for you, and watch God change. Yes, absolutely. Amen. Amen. He sent you some strawberry jam. Now I'm jealous. I ain't getting no strawberry jam. Now I'm jealous. But and if you're somebody who he says this in the short, who he was supposed to send something to, it's gonna be delayed. So try to be patient with him. So yeah, he did mention that. I just thought about that because the strawberry jam made me think about that. But he did say that. Hey, White Side Tactical, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Um, Man, 10, look, don't even make me think about it. She said his short made her tear up. Same. Same. I immediately went over to Instagram and sent him a message and just a message of encouragement. Cause I'm like, bam, that's a I first of all, I always appreciate someone being able to be vulnerable enough to show that part, because that's real. That's what it's like for a lot of people. Um, but I was like, yeah, let me send him some encouragement, because I know that he's got a lot of things happening up here, that's bringing that heaviness on him. But yes, same 10, it definitely was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I was getting emotional. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nikki, hey sis, happy Sunday. How are you? Um, don't no comment now, Miss Cheryl. You got that strawberry jam. Don't no comment now. You done already exposed. All right, y'all. I am caught up. But yes, so what's interesting, um, I usually see a lot of people like posting and stuff. So I know you guys are good. Like when I'm seeing people posting or see you in chats, or I see you um putting out content. But when I don't see like people who aren't are part of our community but aren't actually content creators, they're just more supporting of the community because they also make art but they don't do content. Or they might be a prepper or 2A or whatever, but they don't do content. If I have a way of contacting you, may it be email, DMing on Instagram, or I have your number, if I haven't really communicated with you in a little bit, you're probably going to get a message from me. So there was probably, I don't know, 10, 11 people I reached out to yesterday that I hadn't seen or talked to for a little bit. And every person responded, which was great. And everybody was doing good. So that was also great. Hey, Miss Native Cherokee. How you doing? Happy Sunday. What up, RGG? Happy Sunday. So I did, like I said, check on quite a few people um, yesterday, because I talked about this before. There was a lady in the community. She was just more of a supporter of the community. She didn't do content or anything, but I did talk to her outside of YouTube. And all of a sudden, I didn't hear from her, and I was reaching out and no response. And finally, I found out that she had passed, and she was very young, in my opinion. She was very young. She was in her 30s, I think, um, early 30s. And that just broke my heart. It really did. So now, if I have a way to communicate with you and I don't hear from you, it might be annoying to you, but I'm going to reach out. I'm just, you don't have to give me a whole spiel of what's going on in your life. I'm just making sure you're okay. Like, I'm just, you, you are noticed. It is noticed that you are not, I have not seen you. That's it. And I just want to make sure you're okay. And I have had people respond, I am okay. And that's it. And that's all. And I'll say thank you. And that's it. I'm not looking for all their business. So, yeah. Hey, G Mama. Oh, you saying G Mama was live this morning? Is she in here though? Did I see somebody speaking to her? Hey, Mama Shirley. Happy Sunday. Um, so yeah, I just try to absolutely, Queen. Absolutely. And that's how I feel about it. Like, a lot of us, and there's a lot of people in this chat. Some of them in this chat got a message yesterday. Some of them did. But there's a lot of people in this chat that I communicate with, or I have a way to like reach them and make sure they are good, because we see each other all the time. Hey, look, I'm here on a Sunday. Y'all show up and hang out with me and give me support, and we laugh and joke and all that about all the things that's going on. And some of us cut up here and there, act like siblings, and be on here, you know, acting like we could grow a bigger watermelon than me. But we already know what that is. Nobody can do that. But y'all know, so it's like I feel like we should make sure, we are all good. Hey, the new urban gardener, how you doing? Happy Sunday. We should make sure we are all good. Yeah, there is actually one person in chat who sent me Valentine's love, and I so appreciated that, sis. I'm just saying. When I got the message, I was like, oh, it was Nikki. Y'all. Nikki is so sweet. And whoever doesn't know who Nikki is, that is the everyday life of an OCD chick. And she is so sweet. I appreciate you, sis. I was like, oh, thank you so much. It's the little things. You got your seeds, Queen? Awesome. Awesome. Did you send me a message? Did I not respond? I hope I did. Sorry if I didn't. I think you emailed me too. Hey, Pink Hibiscus, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Um, we do. We talk all the time. I talk to Mama Shirley all the time. I talk to Auntie Ellen all the time. Make sure I check in with my Renaissance grandma. I don't let none of y'all slide. I'll let none of them slide. And they get fussed at sometimes too. Because listen, sometimes, you got to make sure they doing what they supposed to do. I talk to Miss Cheryl all the time. Mm-hmm. We was talking this morning. So yeah, it's several people that I talk to on a regular, just checking in. Checking in. This is a community, y'all. So, and I notice when people missing. And like I said, there's quite a few. There's a few people in here that I reached out to yesterday. I'm seeing y'all as y'all coming. Y'all names are shuffling through, and I'm like, yep, I reached out to her. I reached out to her. So yeah, and I try to. And if I don't know, have a way to reach out to you, I usually know somebody who might. I usually know somebody who might. So we do that too. I have people who reached out to me and be like, hey, have you heard from such and such? And I'm like, no, I really don't have their, but I know somebody who might. Let me tell y'all something. I told y'all this, I think last week or the week before, how there's, God be working on me not to be like, to snap off on people so quickly who I feel like are, I guess you could say, disrespecting somebody that I care about in the community. And I mentioned Besha Journey. Liddy B probably got out of this chat, because some of y'all are new, so she probably don't have y'all information because she's not as active anymore. But if you were around 3-4 years ago, she got your number. It ain't nobody in this chat that was around 3, 4, 5 years ago on YouTube that Liddy B don't know how to get in touch with. So when I'm looking for somebody that I don't have connection with, I go to Besha Journey. And she'd be like, oh yeah, let me call them and see if it's okay if I give you their number. I'm like, okay. But Liddy B know how to get in touch with everybody. She don't meet no strangers. And it comes off, because I remember when she reached out to me for the first time, I was like, this lady don't know me, and why she want me to call her? But that's just who she is. She don't have time to be, she's impatient. She ain't got time to send messages. So she'd rather just talk and say what she needs to say, and which is great. But yeah, I appreciate you, Tennessee Goddess, for stopping by. I'm gonna be reaching out to you because it's something I have an idea of something I want to do on the channel one week. So I'll be reaching out to you. That's going to be happening. I have an idea of something that I want you to do with me if you're up to it. um, you're doing great, Mama Shirley. She is. She is doing really good. She is. Okay. She is doing really good. I think your recovery is actually going very, very well. very well. Listen, Nikki, I already know it ain't nobody who's been around this long that she is not. Nobody. I promise you that. I won't believe there's a person who could come in this chat and say they've been here 4 or 5 years and Lydia does not have their number. And not only does she have the number, she definitely will reach out every so often. Like after she realizes if she don't see you doing content or something, she's going to reach out. And sometimes even if you're doing content, depending on the relationship with her, she'll reach out. But usually she's on this. I tell her she go down a rabbit hole because if she gets on YouTube, she's gonna be on here for hours watching back-to-back content that's in the feed of whoever dropped. So I'm sure she'd be in the comments. But yeah, that's just the person that she is. It really is. So I try to stay connected with those that I have a way to connect with. If I don't see you in my chat for a while, I'm gonna reach out. If Queen ain't commenting, I have a couple lives and I don't see Queen commenting. Sis, you okay? Everything good? I just want to make sure you're okay. That's what I would do. So don't be shocked, Queen, if you just, kind of have to take a step back, which that's okay. Listen, there's times that I'll be like, y'all, life is life, man. And I might be a little sporadic in my show ups. So that's just part of life. It's all good. We talk while yeah, we do. Look. We do though. I talk to her at work, at home. Don't matter. Don't matter where I'm at. But yeah, I definitely. Hey, Homesteader Rachel, y'all. Hey, Miss J.K. Gardner, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Homesteader Rachel, Miss Rachel. I just need a bigger yard because I can't even be that envious of your greenhouse because I couldn't fit it in my backyard. Y'all go on Instagram and find Homesteader Rachel and look at her greenhouse. That's my dream greenhouse. I'm just saying. That's what it is. My dream greenhouse. I thought mine was like, oh, it's nice. No. I want it done over. I want Homesteader Rachel. That's the one I want. Because it is so nice. And it was her husband and son, I think, built it. Hey, Chastity, how you doing? Happy Sunday, sis. From like recycled materials. I love it. I love it. Everything don't have to cost. I mean, everything doesn't have to be brand new. You have to go out and spend a lot of money. Just saying. Listen, TLC, that is my goal. I'm like, is she like, oh, girl? I promise you after this live, she probably gonna call me. Like, oh, girl, that's just that. I'm like, Miss Rachel, listen, I don't care what you tell me, how it was done, what it was made with. That thing is so nice. I mean, that's like a house. It's like a house. Yes, those breaks, they are necessary, Tan. Even when I didn't know I needed a break, God jacked up. Listen, listen, you don't sit down, he sit you down. Say that to you. You don't sit down, he sit you down. Y'all, don't forget you could put GVG in the chat to drop your links. Because if y'all like Tan does content, definitely should be following her. I'm sorry. If you ain't, please go follow her. Go follow. So 10, y'all know Nikki does. If y'all ain't following the everyday life of an OCD is chick, she does content. TLC in the Garden does content. Homesteader Rachel does content. Y'all know, I'm gonna quit saying you know and just say who does. Passionately Intrigued Arts does content. And some of these people did the content that you will mostly see on their channels, but they are also gardeners now. I think 10 is going into second year gardening. PIA might be, is this your second or third year, sis? We be converting folks over here. But at the same time, we go to their stuff and learn some things. Okay? So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. I make time to chill. You should. I'm bad about that sometimes. But like I'm like, what happens to 10 happens to me. Like it don't be my internet. My body just be like, you're not doing it. I don't care what you thought you was gonna do, but not today. You're not. That's all. That's how my body do. And I be mad and I be pouting about it, and it don't matter. V is in Victor G. V is in Victor G. Queen. Queen, do you do content? Let me know. Hey, G Mama. Happy Sunday. Let me know. I don't think I knew. Let me make sure I didn't know, because I don't think I knew that. Now I gotta find out. You ain't just started? Did you post something? Wait a minute, because see, I started following all of y'all just in case y'all did content, but I will tell you the way YouTube is set up, they will jack that you won't show in my feed. The way they are set up. GB isn't Victor, Mama Shirley. G like Gina versus Gina, GBG. Uh-oh, I missed something. I have been gardening for 2 years. Content not so much, working on 29 by 40 greenhouse. Chow. You need to be doing content for that. That's a big greenhouse. My greenhouse. Oh, my greenhouse is like 6 by 9, I think. Jesus. But my yard ain't probably 29 by. No, it is. But I'm just saying, it's not that much bigger than that. You definitely need to do content on that. Listen, because there's a lot of gardeners that aspire to have a greenhouse. Are you building it? Did you purchase like from somewhere? No, you said you're working on. You said you're working on it, so that means you're building it. You have the shell up. Yeah, awesome. Yes, you should be recording. Like, just maybe even if you just after you done something, walk around and show what you did, and talk about it. I said in my rocking chair. Yes, I said rocking chair. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yes, and listen, I love crocheting, and did my first live of this year as I chill. Absolutely. You get set down. Nikki, listen, that's a real thing. That is a real thing. Paula said, I haven't been consistent. I'm gonna try to do better. That's okay. I just honestly, as far as content, like actual videos, I just got consistent like the end of last year, somewhere around there. And to where I am consistently dropping at least one video a week. I drop a video every Monday. And before that, it was just sporadic. Only thing I did more consistently back then was go live. But yeah. And then I had to pull back on that because I was live a lot, not on my channel, but I was live on my channel once a week. And then I was popping up in people's panels all over the YouTube streets. And so I was like on somebody's panel almost every day. And that was just, I was like, too much. I had to stop. Yeah, I'm still trying to get to making sure that I am following Queen's channel. There we go. No. Queen, it's not taking me to your did you tell me if you let me look, because maybe you said you haven't dropped it yet. Hey cousin. Brooke in the chat, y'all, is my cousin. I always wanted a greenhouse. It's coming, cousin. You could do that. Um, that's the start, Gina, preparing you for something better. Listen, I'm always in the mood to be prepared for something better. I am on 0.7 acres. You got a nice amount of space. I don't have that much. And honestly, when I purchased this house, it was with that in mind. Like, oh, I don't need a big yard because I don't want to have to worry about getting it mowed and all that kind of stuff. And then I started gardening. Yeah. So had I started gardening first, I would have thought about it differently. I would have to get a lot of next door to have a greenhouse. Yep, that big. So jealous. Now, mind you, TLC. Speaking of that, there is a empty lot behind me, but the house next to the empty lot owns it. And I know she's an elderly lady. It was a couple. The husband passed away a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, but she's still there. I used to see her from time to time because she would walk her dog and she would cut through between my fence and the garage of this house next to her lot. But I don't think she does that anymore. Like go for walks with the dog like that. So I be peeping that lot though. And I didn't want to seem like the weird neighbor to knock on her door and ask her if she wanted to sell it. But I be thinking about it. Cause I'm like, I could just extend my privacy fence all the way down and around that lot. Y'all listen, y'all wouldn't be ready. I'd be like broke out here, like trees everywhere. Fruit tree, fruit tree, fruit tree, fruit tree. All the fruit trees. That's why I can't have it. It is custom. I can't wait to see it, the new Urban Gardener. I can't wait. Hey, Monique. Happy Sunday. Who is the greenhouse gardener? Who is that, Nikki? Is somebody in here that's about that thing? Sure said I'm mad that I can't put out as much while I'm in recovery, but it's okay. It's okay. Um, I know that's right. She said I will do content when it's not about to be -1. That part. What state are you in, the new Urban Gardener? Not city, but state. Queen, did I miss you commenting if you had posted the if you had posted okay, I just saw something. I just seen your link. The video. Let me find it on this side. There you go. Oh, I wasn't subscribed. I am now. I'm gonna go back and watch. And let me find y'all give me grace. Oklahoma. Okay. What up, Rambo? I seen you come in. I'm looking. Okay. So let me see if it'll let me get to you. It did. Okay. The new Urban Gardener. Did you put GVG in the chat? The new Urban Gardener, so people can find your channel. Um, I just did. Hey, Deborah. Look, I didn't see you come in, but I see somebody speaking. Too busy looking down trying to find channels so I can make sure I subscribe so I can go back and watch. I have not been able to do any videos for a couple years, but you've been going live, Miss Cassandra, trying to get things set up so that I can share some new projects that I'll be working on this spring and summer. That's awesome. Yes. It's look, I bought yeah. So I bought a new camera. Is it in here? No. I bought a camera because I was like, you know what? I need to step my game up and stop recording from my phone and actually have a camera to record from, yada, yada, yada. Right. So I have a new series of content that that I am coming out with. Not was I am coming out with. I haven't started dropping them yet. And y'all, I decided to record one of the videos for that on the new camera. So then when I'm trying to transfer the data from the camera to my computer, I don't know what I did because I know it's me because I didn't know what I was doing. I lost it. Now, I mean, I lost it. Like the camera says there's nothing on it. It's not on my computer. I don't know what happened. I promise you, I sat here for probably an hour trying to troubleshoot to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. And I was frustrated. And then I finally said, you know what? Ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to let this stress me. But I was not happy in the moment. Hey, Casey. Happy birthday. Happy Sunday. Or is it your birthday? Happy Sunday. But yeah, so I was kind of frustrated when it happened. So when that does come out, there's going to be a video missing from it because I'm not redoing it. Because it wouldn't be authentic to redo it because you'll see why when I start posting. You need green basement. You need people to move out so you can turn the basement into a greenhouse. Ask to buy it, owner finance. I thought about asking, but I'm like, I don't want to be weird. I don't want to be weird. You know what? The new urban gardener. My first house I bought, it was just me and my oldest daughter at that time, and there was a vacant lot next to it, and I didn't have the knowledge I have now to know that it would have made sense for me to try to buy that lot. But here we are. Now I have that knowledge, and it's like when I see a vacant lot, I want it. Y'all think I should ask her? Y'all wouldn't find that weird somebody knocking on your door like, hey, neighbor, that wouldn't be weird for y'all. Yes, they should ask. What? I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about it. Hey, Miss Barb, happy Sunday. I am clearing for a small orchard. I love it. I love it. I do. Yeah, I'm catching up. I'm just now at work. Hey, Salon Diva, happy Sunday. How you doing, sis? I am trying to subscribe to everyone. I know that's right. The new urban gardener. Most of these people I already follow, but when I'm like, I knew I seen you though in chats on other channels, but I wasn't following your content yet. So I am now. And I didn't know Queen had dropped some content. Queen, you didn't tell me. I could have sworn though I started following a lot of the channels when you guys came over. And I don't know, I must not have because it didn't say I was following you already. Um You've been looking at cameras and mics for the same reason. Like, I don't know. I've even thought about just buying another phone because I can on my phone, I record and edit and everything on that phone. All the content that y'all watch is done on this phone. And I'm like, I'm annoyed because I went and did what I felt like I needed to do. Then in trying to transfer said content to the computer so that I can edit it, I lost it. I can't do that. I can't. That just, I can't. I was annoyed that the work I had did in actually recording it. For those who do content, just to pull out the camera and set up to do something that you do every day or on a norm in no time, but you're setting up a camera so that you can show it to others and teach through showing that there's time involved in that. And then to lose it, not happy. Not happy about it. So I'm like, should I just get me another phone and just use my phone to do content? It's not there, Sam. When I tell you it no longer exists. It don't. It's not. Listen, Monique, that's exactly what it needs. And I ain't gonna say confirm or deny that I might have done I might have put hands on that thing because I was like, you got to be kidding me. My heart was, you know how your heart just sinks? It was a whole thing. I was not happy. There with purpose. Yes, on the next video. Listen, I was not happy about it. Nope. Oh, maybe I did, G Mama. Maybe I did. I don't know what I hit because it was a new camera. So I was following the instructions on what I needed to do. I don't know. That's where it's going, Monique. In timeout with Rashad. That's exactly where it's going. Hey, Nikki. Happy Sunday, Nikki Walker. See, Rambo, you do good though. I like your content. I think you do good when you're out there at the allotment. I can see everything that's going on. And don't get me wrong, I feel like from what is being recorded, I do good too with what I'm doing. But it's like, I don't know. It's nothing wrong with recording on your phone. I just was trying to be, I guess, a YouTuber. I was trying to transition into what, I don't know. That's what I get for doing too much. Maybe that's what that is. And that was the way of saying, just stick to what you know. Definitely ask. Everybody's telling me to ask. I'm gonna think about it. I feel weird about that. Oh, you Chastity, you asked. Was it just was okay? This is the question. Okay, so you asked and got the lot next to you. Was the owner of the lot also within your neighborhood? Like maybe the person next to the lot? Because this lady is literally like the lot's behind me and she's next to it, her property. And she just bought the lot, so it's part of her property. Y'all tell me that. I don't. You're right. What can she say? No. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no. You're right though, Rambo. What can I have nothing to lose. A shut mouth. That's true, Miss Cheryl. A shut mouth don't get fed. That's not on not. Woo! Y'all gonna have me go ask that. All she can do is say no. That's true to more. That's gonna be the next video, the next live. I mean, so y'all, I asked. She waiting for me to ask. Okay, so this is the thing. I can't do it now because I'm not trudging through the snow to do this. But when the weather shifts, I'm not gonna wait all the way till spring. because we'll start shifting before then. But when the weather shifts towards a little more decent, like not negative, I mean, not 17 degrees, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go over there because she's seen us before. She used to wave at us when she would walk through with her dog. So I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask. You know what? That's true, Queen. She said that she might feel good knowing someone in the neighborhood would take care of it. That's true. I'm gonna ask. First, ask to borrow a cup of sugar, and then drop the news. I don't want her house. I just want the lot. She could, because where the lot is, there was a house clearly at some point. It wasn't since I've lived over here, but at some point that was a house. So probably there was a fire, some situation where that house had to be torn down. So now it's just a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna ask. I'm still doing everything for my phone. See, that's how I feel now, Nikki. So that's probably gonna be where I'm gonna be at because that camera let me down. It let me down. What is there to think about? Just do it. Monique, what I need to do is pack up and move out there with you and just build a house on your land because you got plenty. And I could have a huge greenhouse and you could have a huge greenhouse. We can have our greenhouses next to each other. That's what I need to do. Because, sis, you got plenty. Like, I could do that. It won't be weird if you just check on her. But I don't normally check on her, Janet. That's why I feel like it'd be weird. Hey, T Nog, happy Sunday. Y'all know T Nog will be live tonight. Actually, T Nog gets it at 7 or 8. What time you go live tonight? Y'all know she's probably telling me why I'm looking it up, right? Because I'm not caught up in the chat. So if you're not following Tina, definitely go over there and check her out. But she will be live at 8 o'clock. So hour and a half from now. 8 o'clock Eastern. So definitely go check her out. Rambo does content. I was saying that earlier, who does content, and I stopped talking about it. Rambo Green Hands does content. She is Sunshine does content. She hasn't had a lot put out lately, but she does content. What up, Liddy B? I see you, girl. If I could afford the taxes, I would buy all the lots around my house. Oh, that's right. I get calls. I do get that. I get the calls and letters about my house. That's why I think it feels weird. Because I get those all the time. And I'd be like, if I wanted to sell my house, it would be for sale. That's my attitude when they be doing that. I got one video, gardening glow up process. What? Is that new? Is that a new video or is that an old? Oh, you know what? I'm reading your comment and my mind is telling me the comment is from the New Orleans Gardener. And I'm like, Tina, what? Now it's making sense. I seen the new and my brain just went, child, just ignore me. What's not about you? What you talking about, Queen? No biggie, it's not about me. What you talk about? It is about you. Hey, Farmer Marshall. Happy Sunday. Farmer Marshall does content as well, y'all. So if you're not following, check him out. G Mama Grows does content. check her out. Nikki Walker, do you do content? I don't know if I follow your channel. Nikki Walker, let me know if you do content. Y'all know Broke Farmer does content. He think he grow watermelon too, but here we are. Psalm 146 does content. Mama Shirley, Miss Shirley OG, absolutely does content. You heard Miss Cassandra say that she's gotten behind on doing content, but she does still go live. So definitely follow the channel. And I said PIA, and she is Sunshine. Devorah, do you do content? I'm not sure if I follow you as well. Let me know. I might follow you and just having a brain fart. But let me know. I can't stand using my phone for content, especially editing. It drives me bonkers. Listen, I could do either. But you see what the camera did to me, 10. Plus 10, you're more techie than me too, though. I can do it, but I am not as techie as 10. Like new programs come out, 10 will go and she will test out that program, and then she brings it over here to the YouTube side and shows us what that program offers to see, for you to make the choice of if you want to switch over to the program or not that is out there. And usually these programs offer a free version, so it's not always just something you're going to be paying for. Yeah. She's more techie than me. Maybe that's why I'm losing content. It recorded it. I watched it on the camera. So you know how when you record it, you can watch it back on the camera. I seen it. It recorded. I did something on the transition. Rambo. It was me. It was me. I don't know. So yeah, Fashion Journey does content, y'all. What is gone? To Lily B? What is gone? It is a lot, Nikki. The cameras have better edit. I don't know about that. I got some great apps that I've used on my phone. I just don't even use all the programs. All the features, I should say, within the program, the editing, because okay. But they be having a lot. I could do a lot in there. When I really feel like it, my editing is better. Or the what am I trying to think of? Like the effects and stuff are better. But yeah, I don't know. I had to figure it out because right now I'm feeling some kind of way because I lost content and I can't be doing that. Listen, I'm trying to be more consistent, and cameras losing my content, that's not helpful for me. I'm telling you, it's just not. Oh, you record on your phone and send? No, I ain't doing all that. I don't know, Rambo, what that mean. I don't even know what that mean. Formatted the memory card. Let me. Y'all making my stomach hurt. I'm making my stomach hurt. Like, I don't even want to think about it. I'm getting emotional. I didn't do that. I didn't kick and spit on it. And you know how you used to do your Nintendo cartridges, you blow in them? I ain't do that either. I didn't do it. But yeah. But and Tina, Liddy B, y'all came in a little Rambo, y'all came in a little later. Earlier in the live, I mentioned about Pepper Rookie, who is in the hospital. He posted on his page earlier today, like in the morning. He had a blood clot, which was removed, so he is fine. But he did have to go into surgery shortly after that, maybe a couple hours later, because I guess there was a lot of swelling in the area where the clot was, and they had to do. I think he was saying they had to cut a muscle to release the swelling, something like that. So just keep him in prayer. He's part of the gardening community. If you don't know who he is, he's newer to the gardening community. He just came into the YouTube space last season, sometime within the last growing season. So I know that he has made his way around to following a lot of the garden community. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. He does have a couple posts on their shorts on his channel, talking about what's going on. Put a note on her mailbox. You record, upload. See, that's what I do. I do everything from my phone. Yeah. That's true too. See, she is sunshine. She says it depends on the persona. I think she's a nice lady though. Like I said, she used to wave and stuff when she would walk through. What is the story on your blouse? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, PIA. It's something I got. I've had this shirt for a few years now, and I just liked it. Well, I think it makes sense for it to be on the side, but I have neighbors that have houses on both sides of me. But I would love if it was someone on the side as well. But yeah, probably for me, because it's against my backyard, it would make more sense for me to have it because it's behind me. You're right, Sam. I'm more dignified than you, Nikki. What are we talking about? Oh, okay. What are we talking about? You can share your garden with her. Yes. Now that I can do. 1000%. I live next to my mom. So next door when she passed, I kept it. Awesome. Keep it in the family. Pray on it before you approach. Absolutely. I'm gonna ask. I am. I'm gonna pull up my big girl undies. Take a deep breath and ask. I'm gonna ask. Yes, when I found out the guy that I thought owned it didn't own it. I located the real owner and said, oh, they sold it for very cheap. Nice. That's my other concern. Because property values have gone up, is if they would try to really go there because they know I want it. So we'll see. Because she has children, adult children, of course, because I think she's in her 70s. And sometimes children can be a little greedy. And I'm sure that she would, include them in her decisions. I would think my mom would have, but maybe she wouldn't. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, I think it's fine as far as the soil. That I've been over here. I've been in this house for 13 years, 12, 13 years. And that land has been cleared since then. I mean, it's grass grown there, all that. I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's fine as far as that goes. I know, Tia. But listen. So she's behind me to my right. But my neighbors who are next door, the ones I see them all the time and I wave and everything. They're probably in my age group. But my neighbor over on this side, Miss Jet, is a little older, so I always check on Miss Jet. If I don't see her coming and going after, for a while, I'll just knock on her door and be like, I just want to make sure you're okay, you know. But I do. And then my neighbors across the street, they're usually outside, two sets of them anyway. And then I'm always waving at them and speaking to them like, hey, how you doing? So I do check, you know, I notice when my neighbors ain't moving around so much. I do. So I just don't, she's behind me though. So she's on another street. She's not, she's, yeah. So I should do better. Anyone hear from Sweet Thumb? I have not. Has anybody heard from Sweet Thumb? And I know I'm behind, so somebody may have answered that already. Your page is important, Queen. I knew that's what you was talking about. Hush. It's been a long while since it's been a while since you've seen Sweet Thumb. I don't know how to get in touch with Sweet Thumb. Does anybody in the chat? I'm always a student. I know that's right, Tin, and we love you for it. She said, I can't help myself. I have to go and see for myself, and we love her for it. I know I do. Yes, I started with the collars and weight challenges. I'm going to go check you out, Deborah. I need to find out what to use to convert and upload. I am new at sharing a message. What I currently use has their stamp. What are you using? There's so many that don't do that. There are some that do. I used to use one that did that, where the free version, I had to have their little logo thing on. I forget what it's called, but yeah. And I'm sure there's people in the chat who could tell you ones. Now you are recording on your phone, Queen. I used, it's called Use something. YouCut, YOU cut, and it's a free app. I don't pay for it. I mean, I'm sure they have a paid version. I don't use the paid version, and it doesn't do that with where it keeps that on there. Like for instance, with StreamYard, if now I do have the paid version of StreamYard, but the unpaid version where you see this here, my little logo thing, it will be the duck thing from StreamYard. So because I paid for it, I can put whatever I want up there. But yeah. Brooke said he's been learning on himself forever. I have a Canon and laptop, so saw no difference. I don't know if I see a difference. I just was like, why keep putting all this on my phone? But it works for me, and I'm not. That whole camera thing stressed me out. My cousin Brooke says she only go live, but you know what? You mostly go live on the Instagram side. Do you go live on the YouTube side a lot? I mostly catch you on the Instagram side. The YT Create app almost made me throw my phone because the editor was acting up just like the YT. Listen, 10. I don't know how people go live through YouTube. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. That was me, Deborah. Deborah said, editor, I am not. I just record and upload. That used to be me. And then somebody encouraged me to do more. I was like, listen, I ain't got time for you. Because y'all know, y'all done see some very candid moments through my content. If a bug approach, if I stumble, if I mess up what I'm trying to say, we just keep it going. Listen, that's real life. I don't know that y'all want to see. Maybe you do, but I just didn't have the bandwidth to be given to give you what was not me, which is me editing out all that stuff. Because let me tell you, if I'm in the garden and I reach for anything that I'm trying to harvest, and a bug is there next to what I am trying to harvest, but I don't see it until I start reaching, I can't be held accountable for what I might say or do. But I let you see it. But you better believe there's going to be a reaction. There's going to be a reaction. I really don't like bugs. I don't. You do need to educate me, Rambo. You do, because I'm telling you. Ugh. The lady said she thought you just used the cannon. Shush. She get on my nerves. Lydia's talking about me, y'all, in the group chat. Just so y'all know. And I'm not that behind. Huh. I just saw Good Eats. Good Eats still be on here. She just don't be, I don't never see her in like the gardening stuff as much. I see her early morning sometimes in Lashes lives. And recent, very recent. So Good Eats is still around. Maybe I am kind of far behind because I'm seeing people respond to what I said about Pepper Rookie. I wouldn't. I would kick. I don't spit though. Spit is that's so disrespectful. Tell me you're not doing that, Nikki. Ooh, Monique said if she won't sell, then F her. You just pack up your greenhouse. That's right. Problem solved. Monique, they wouldn't allow, they would kick us out of your state. I am the neighbor. I'm not really a watcher though, but I am observant. I am very attentive to my surroundings. I am. I notice when there's a car that doesn't belong. I notice when there's a person walking around that I've never seen before. I am just very observant, but I'm not the person that's always looking out their window or out the door. I don't do that. But I am very observant. Hey J3, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I don't do that. Yep, Sam, that's what it's called. You cut. The question I got is when is Carbon Q going to put out more content? She is not in the bushes, I can tell you that. But I will ask her. I know it was supposed to happen this month. So when I talk to her, I'll call her out on that. Because it was supposed to happen in February. We are still in February. But I can assure you she's not in the bushes. That much I do know. So she's not seeing your question. Oh, I've never heard of Beat. I use a program called UCut. And yeah, they don't do that. Oh, do you have to have subs on YouTube, Liddy B? Being that you said you don't have to on StreamYard, do you have to on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all. Oh, listen. I am very protective of Liddy, but I fight her all the time myself. Like, you know how you could talk about your mom, but other people can't? That's how Liddy B is for me. I will fight you, Liddy. Girl, I done seen Crafty with them bugs. I feel hurt. Y'all. Oh, I can't. I'm better. I am getting better. Now I just like if I see something that just I'm really not feeling, I just walk away and go back in my house and I'm like, I'll come back later. Let me know when you're done. But I'm not screaming and saying words that you probably aren't ladylike to say. I'm not doing that as much. Not saying I don't do it at all. I'm just saying I don't do it as much. That's what I'm saying. I don't run, but I do walk swiftly. That part, Brooke. Listen, my cousin, no. Me and Bugs cannot coexist. We cannot be in the same state. I don't know why we are, but we're not supposed to be. I don't like it. I don't like it. Look, see, Liddy, I'm caught up. Hey, Darth X, happy Sunday. I'm almost there. He's coming for me. Miss Native, how dare you? How dare you agree with Liddy? Don't do that. I agree with her. She is sunshine. Why are you participating in this? Hey, almost homesteading with Janet. Happy Sunday. Stop participating. Oh, she was in your chat Thursday, Mama Shirley? Yeah, I've seen her in some chats. So I know she was good. Look, I am all. That's why I be wanting to fight you, Liddy. I wasn't behind. I'm already caught up. Up here, put me on blast in the chat. My nerves. Come deal with these. But you know what? Hey, Terrence B. Happy Sunday. Liddy B. Ain't scared of them bugs. So when she came and visit me in August, we were out there going out there to harvest tomatoes. And then she sees a hornworm that I didn't see. And she knew better than to tell me because she knew I was going to freak out because I had harvested right where this hornworm was. And it was a nice size hornworm. And she waited till I was done and was not over there anymore. And she was like, there's a hornworm on one of your plants. And I was like, stop playing with me. And she's like, no. She's like, I didn't tell you because you was harvesting. I didn't want you to freak out. She was like, but it is. I promise y'all. Ask Liddy. We cut down every last one of them. Every last one of them tomato plants. I was done. Because it wasn't just one. We found a second one. I said, I want them gone. I've harvested enough tomatoes. Pull them out. Let's get them out of here. She's like, what? Get them out of there. You still grow? Get them out of there. She kept trying to focus on with the fact that there was more tomatoes. These were my aromas. And I had already harvested the majority of them. And the plant would just keep going, keep growing bigger, keep giving fruit. Get it out of there. And we did. I don't like them. I don't like them. I did catch up, Miss Native. See, I told y'all. That was the mix. Oh no, I don't. I don't like none of them, Monique. None of them. Hey, AK lover, happy Sunday. How are you? I can't. Liddy she'll just pick the thing on worm off and throw it in the soapy water. Nope. Nope. I can't do it. The way she harvests, she don't act like she's scared of it. That's because I won't look for them. It's like she must put them out of her head. I do. That's how I harvest, Liddy. If I go looking and I see it, I'm done. So I go in, try not to focus. That's how I harvested and didn't see that hornworm. I try to go in and not focus. I have my gloves on and just try to pull the fruit off and get out of there. Because if I see it, it's oh, I saw it, and I made her pull out all the plants in August. Y'all think this is a game? This is not. Not a king. No, no more tomatoes. That's right. No more. But I didn't have you cut down the Jubilee because the Jubilee is a slicer. But the Romas, I had bags on bags of Romas in my freezer. I was good. I canned up so much tomatoes, pasta sauce, and salsa. I won't. I'm not even going. I really don't even have to grow. I will need some next year probably, but I have so much that it's going to probably take me into next year before I use up what I already have, and then I will. Yeah, I will still can up some this year. But yeah, I don't like them at all. She did handle it, and I did a video too, y'all. It's a video. It wasn't telling nothing about the hornworm though, but you will see in the video the hornworm. And I want to say in the video you'll see that I had her pull up all those plants. I was serious. They were living their best life. They were. She had so much growth. It was definitely producing with purpose. I was Liddy, but I was like, She's like, girl, are you gonna get it out of here? I'll take the green ones off. I'll let them ripen in the window. I'm not doing it. I was done. The earwigs had you ready to leave. I know that's right. Oh, Queen, you don't know how to crochet? Liddy, we need to start doing some stuff on Humble Stories again. We do. Hey fam, happy Sunday. We do because we have another channel. It's me, That's Your Journey, and TT's Urban Pantry. And we crochet, we do painting, but planners. We like to do the planner stickers and stuff. We do some stuff with the Cricut, making shirts, making tumblers and stuff like that. We haven't done content in quite a while though. We keep saying we are. And when I got over there, it started out, they would just come, they would do a crocheting chat and they would just be up there crocheting, whatever. Crocheting is so relaxing, Queen, and it's pretty. It actually is it's pretty easy. It really is. So we may have we will talk about getting back to doing at least maybe once or twice a month, getting together on that channel and crocheting or something. Even when we paint, y'all listen. I started painting. Has it been 2 years? Maybe 2 years ago on that channel. And you would think that I painted before. I just follow tutorials well. That's all. I can follow directions. That's all. So the paintings turn out great. But I'm usually following a YouTuber who does like a step-by-step painting instruction on a picture that I want to paint. And sometimes we'll pick the same picture and sometimes we'll pick a different one. But if you check out the channel, you could go back and see some of the stuff that we have done on there. If you want to drop Humble Stories, Liddy, in the chat so people can follow it if they want to. But yeah, I love crocheting. It's very relaxing. Very. Well, get back to it, fam. Good luck. Just saying, hey, trying to win a golf tournament. Get back to it. Good luck. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What did I miss from Miss Nada? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Nada. I saw her ask what you were crocheting. I didn't see your response. I'm sorry to hear that. My very first crochet item was a blanket for my grandson. And I hadn't made anything before then. And my cousin Brooke, who was in the chat, I don't know if she's still in here, Brooke does all. She does quilts. She crochets like nobody's business. She can do the little animals or whatever. Um, she paints. She does. She's very crafty. Like you name it, she probably has done it. And I remember talking to her, and we were talking about crocheting, and she was like, "So what have you crocheted?" I said, "A blanket for my grandson." And she said, "Oh, okay. What else have you done?" And I was like, "That's it." And she's like, "You started with a blanket?" I was like, "Yes, that was that wrong?" She's like, "Most people start something smaller and work their way up to a blanket. Like you just ran before you crawled." Like, I just knew I wanted to make a blanket for my grandson. I went on YouTube and found somebody who had something I could follow, and I did it. It's just, I don't know. And now I've done shawls. I did a shawl with her. We did a shawl together. I've probably done a couple more. I have done a couple more blankets. I've done one for my daughter, a couple of them for her. Um, so I've done a hat, done a couple of hats. I've done headbands. I've done a couple things now. But yeah, I will be going back to chef school. Oh, once I am restored. So you do vegan from scratch. I love vegan, and I when I do eat vegan, it's from scratch. Because sometimes I just don't. I'm not big on meat, and I've talked about that before. I don't hate it. I just go a lot of times not wanting it, or needing it. So I will do vegan meals, and actually, well, I have a video. I have the video that I'm gonna do again. It's a little different in recipe, but I've done it on my channel already. It's a curry chickpea and potato curry. That's vegan. But I have a couple vegan recipes on my channel. I have a pepper soup that's vegan. I don't know what else I've done, but I have some vegan recipes on there. So all my recipes are they're look, they're just like my channel. They are mosh posh because I am a layered person. I do a lot of things. I have a lot of things that I like. Sometimes, like I said, maybe I want chicken, but sometimes I don't want any meat and I want a meatless meal. And I try recipes, and when they're great, I share them. So yeah, and you should share that, Queen, because listen, for one, for me, I'm sometimes looking for a, a vegan option of something that I might like now, like one day, and then I'm like, I don't want meat, but how can I have this particular dish be good without that, or have a certain cuisine, like to have Indian without meat, and things like that, or Asian, which I do have a recipe that I do that's Asian without meat, because I don't like mushrooms, but I love oyster mushrooms. I got introduced to that watching Tabitha Brown, and she would do recipes with it. And I was like, I wonder if I could use those to do XYZ. So share those recipes. That'd be great to have on your content as well. Oh yeah, I definitely do Cricut crafts, Janet. You see all the vinyl on the wall for like shirts. Some of it is for shirts. Some of it is for like your cups, or maybe a dish, like a bowl or a plate, um, a tumbler or something. There's a vinyl that's for that. I have a mug press. I have a tumbler spinner. I have glitters. I have oils. Like I can get really creative with my tumblers. There's one. Oh, you can't see that. Hold on. One up there. That one that says Gigi at the top. That's one of the tumblers that I have made. Oh, yeah, let me get my camera back. All right. But that is one of the tumblers. I'm gonna just leave it to where it's kind of up. And my light on my camera, I tapped it and so it turned off. But I have several of them that I've made. I've done sports ones, so I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I have a Pittsburgh Steelers tumbler. I have mugs with my Gina versus Gina on it. I actually have thought about making me a mug with Produce with Purpose on it. But yeah, I do Cricut projects as well. Absolutely. My not my Miss Native Cherokee, yes. She said crochet and paintings are a part of my emotional journey. It helps me to recenter, like just to it's just a peaceful thing. Like I can be in a room, no TV, no nothing, just crocheting with my own thoughts and just clearing my head. It's relaxing for me. I love it. I love it. Now when I'm painting, I like a little music, maybe even some wine. So that's a little different, but it's still relaxing. I have too many crochet projects that still have not finished. That don't matter, cousin. I know what you be doing. Like I have literally a ridiculously large bag of yarn because of her. And that wasn't even clearing out her stash, okay? That was like just sharing. She be doing her thing. Like, listen. And we come from a very artistic family. So that side of our family, which is our grandmothers. Yes, our grandmothers. I had to think like, is it your grandmother or grandpa? Yes, our grandmothers um were sisters. So all of them were artistic in some way. Either they could sing or they could play an instrument or they did art. They all had some type of artistic, single one of them. This is 15 children. One was adopted. I don't know if I don't know a whole lot about her, but they had our great grandparents had, no, yeah, well, my great, would it be your great? But it's my great grandparents had 14 kids. And my great grandmother and her grandmother were two of the 14. And like I said, and her grandmother was a singer who has content on YouTube with her group that she was in. Actually, a recorded singer. Yeah. Now, I don't sing. Brooke probably does. I know. I didn't get that gene, and I was very upset about it because most of my cousins can sing, and I can't. And I don't appreciate. But here we are. Let's see. Ooh, my mom colored queen. She loved that. I'm not my oldest daughter does too. I wasn't big on it, and it doesn't surprise me that my oldest daughter does because I was a single mom for like 12 years. And her and my mom were like this. And I'm the only girl. So but both my brothers have children, but for whatever reason, her and my mom were like this. And they both had their own stash. They had their own coloring books as well as their own set of crayons. And every time she would spend a weekend with my mom or some time with my mom, that will be one of their pastime things that they would do. One of the things that they would do is color. And to this day, she likes to do that. That's her thing. When I'm in my garden and I see bugs, I want to strap yes to my back. See, Darth X, you get it. You get it. But no, you're saying laugh if you get it. No. I'm not laughing because I really want to do that. And I do sometimes spray them with the water hose. I'll put it on the strongest pressure. Oh, absolutely. I'm that person. Absolutely. See, they get it, Darth X. They like, yeah, get them. I would do a short and show y'all. Yes, please. Please, Miss Native. I do, Brooke. That's my toxic trait. I don't know how to crawl before I walk. Like when I decide I want to do something, all in, push all my chips in. Once I decided I'm going to do it, chips all. I'm like that about a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot. When I decide that it's going to happen, when I'm like, that's a strong, like I've strongly decided that, I'm all in. Um, it is something by Sophia. She said blanket is like making a huge scarf, and I've done scarves. Tell me you crochet, girl. Do you crochet as well? I'm working on a lot of crochet blanket and a tote bag. Y'all know, I don't know if y'all, some of y'all are familiar with F.R. Humphrey. She quilts, not quilts, knits as well. Yeah. And I mean, she does projects like this. To her, it probably doesn't feel like that. To us, it does because it takes me a while to finish a project. I'm not that fast. But yeah. And TT's Urban Pantry, when we got together last year for my birthday, um, we all started a project. All of us did a hat. Um, and a couple ladies did like headbands, but TT wanted to do a cardigan. And she did. Now she didn't finish it when we were together. She got it started. Miss Felicia helped, which is F.R. Humphrey. But she finished that thing and it turned out so nice. I'm like, girl, I don't know. I don't know if I had a capacity for a project that big. Up, you logged in through Humble Stories. Did you drop the link though, Liddy? Mm-mm. Um, we knew it was you, Liddy B. Well, I did. Yes, chickpea and potato curry is delicious. And I'll add like because I grow kale. Sometimes I'll add a little kale just to give it some color, in the dish. So I'll just chop it up and put it in there at the end. But you don't have to. And like I said, it's on my channel. The recipe is on my channel. And it is delicious. Actually, Liddy B has tried it because is it your daughter that vegan or the kids? I don't remember. But anyway, her grandkids and her daughter were visiting. Her daughter and her son-in-law and grandkids were visiting, and she needed a big vegan recipe. And I was like, "Girl, make that. They will love it," and they loved it. It's delicious, y'all. I would not steer you wrong. Who'd you send an email to, Queen? Did I say something that I'm forgetting, or are you talking to somebody else? I'm also looking for vegan. Oh, see, Queen? Maybe it was me because of the vegan option. Yeah. So maybe you were saying you emailed me. Thank you. I have not found the lion's mane yet. I want to try that one. And here, like people are like, "Well, try like the international food markets type stores, like the Asian markets and stuff." I don't find it, but I can find the oyster. And I found like a mushroom farmer. We have in our downtown city, there's like the best way for me to describe it is like it's a strip. It's like a block, but it's a building that we call it's like a marketplace. So it's not a real market. It's like a setup for small businesses to sell stuff. So they have some small businesses that have cooked food that you can go through they usually open on the weekends, on a Saturday or Sunday, and get whatever it is. And then they also have like people who make soap, people who make hair products, people who juice, who sell those products, people who sell fresh vegetables, people who sell mushrooms. And I found a mushroom farmer that goes there on Saturdays, Sundays to sell their mushrooms. But you never, like when I met with them, they were like, well, it's hard to say what mushrooms we'll have each week because it's based on what's ready. But I was able to get oyster mushrooms from them at least once. But yeah, those I do like. And I want to try the lion's mane. Definitely. Um, I know Mama Shirley is crocheting. I did know about that. Um, oh, you make hair rollers too, PI? And I'm crocheting my tote bag as I watch and listen. Nice. Um, I'm glad y'all dropped me on links. I see that. Good job. Have you tried chicken of the woods mushroom? No. Where do you find it? I have not. Do you and see like You Grow Row? I don't know if y'all follow her, but You Grow Row grows a couple varieties of mushrooms. I don't know if I'm brave enough because you got to have the right median and all that. It's like a lot. Mushrooms is just not something you just go out there and say I'm growing like a tomato plant. I don't know. Anyone here make aloo tiki? That's what I want to learn to make. What culture dish is that? Because I've never heard of it. Tiki, is that Indian? Hmm, interesting. Yeah, you have to tell me. You're vegan, that's my art. Listen, y'all be surprised how many vegan meals I eat. Y'all would be surprised. I don't eat much meat. I don't. Um, yeah. Sophia, the cricket is easy. Now, this is the thing. My cousin Brooke, this cricket that I have was hers. She was like, she heard me say she used to watch Humble Stories, and I was on there, and I mentioned that I was looking at getting a cricket, because both Tia and Liddy B had one, and I wanted to do projects with them. And she texted me, she's like, "Girl, don't buy no cricket. I got one sitting here that I ain't done nothing with in years." And I was like, "Girl, I'm not taking your cricket." She's like, "Girl, if you don't come over here and get this cricket." So some of my vinyl came from her. I got the machine from her, all the tools that go with it, like for because you there's a lot of tools that you can get for your cricket. Um, I think even some pens, because you could do projects where you're using pens with the cricket, different kind of pens. Um, yeah, so she gave me this machine, and I tell you, crickets are not cheap if you look into them. But if you don't have one and you're thinking about getting one, check your marketplace, like your Facebook marketplaces and stuff, or like your different resale apps. Trust me, I've known some people who have gotten some really good deals on stuff through those, and they're nice. Like you're not getting, crap. You're getting a good thing. So everything doesn't have to be purchased new. Okay. So look into those things for a good deal on one. Look into how much they cost, and then look into some of your resales to find you one. And when I buy like vinyls and stuff, I got some vinyls I'll get at the craft stores like Michael's and Joann's, and some of them I get on Amazon, but I'm always looking for a deal. So even if I get it at the craft store, it needs to be on sale. And sometimes I get like percentage off coupons and stuff that just make it even a better deal. But yes, definitely try that. Um, they try to make you sing. I know they do. You probably can. I don't know if I've heard you sing before, Kevin, but I'm pretty sure because I know your aunts and your dad and your mom. Girl, stop playing with me. Anyway, we're not having this conversation. My dad had 9 siblings, so I have lots of cousins. Yes, I have lots of cousins as well. And we are actually a pretty close knit family, which is great. It's my mom's side, it's her dad's side. But still, we are, we used to get together way more than we do now. But a lot of the elders have, passed on, and honestly, they be looking for me to do a lot of this stuff, and I be like, yeah, y'all be wearing me out. Me and my one of my other cousins used to do a lot of it, and both me and her be like, because they look, the elders that are still here, they are a lot. I love them to death, but they a lot. Yes, 14. They did have larger families back then. And had they nerve to adopt one. So they raised 15 kids. Yep. And the 15th one, the adopted one, is the only one that did not have children. She was the only one. But their 14 children all had children. Yeah. Yep. They did. I don't remember. I don't remember any of them gardening though. But when I tell you they cooked from scratch, they did. I mean, and actually some of us still do. My cousin Brooke cooks and I cook too. Now I don't do a lot of baking, but I cook. And we know how to we got the cooking down. We definitely do. Oh, that she did. She taught herself how to play multiple instruments by ear. I believe a lot of them probably were good at doing that. I do. And then some of the cousins that, in our age group, um, are, still very artistic in some way. Yep. Even if they're not using it, they can. Mm. Your phone changed what you wanted to say. Hey, Shannon. Listen, I saw them floors, girl. Are y'all moved in yet? I'm so happy for y'all. Are y'all settled in? AGF, sis, I sent you a text. Not that long ago, probably a few hours, a couple hours before I went live. Check it. um, no fence riding. People critique Bill. Well, yeah. Yep. I'm the same way. I'm either in or I'm out. I'm never middle ground. I am such that person. Um, I used to knit and sew. Want to start back sewing this spring. My friend's trying to get me to sew, and I'm like, I mean, I could sew like to fix a pair of pants or a shirt or something, but like sewing that ain't. I'm not there. I'm like, I got so many expensive things that I could do projects with. Just this is just one. Like I just need to stop. Cause see, I'll go all in doing the thing for a while. Up until recently, I probably hadn't done anything on the Cricut for a year. So yeah, I haven't crocheted in at least I haven't picked up any project in probably at least 10 months. Yeah, yeah. I need to finish some projects. How about that? Yeah. Your grandmother she crocheted and was an artist. Oh, was a crochet artist. My dad could paint. Nice. Uncle into music, and my cousins are singers. See, Miss Nada. Hey, Tigsy. How you doing? Happy Sunday. I've never finished a crochet garment for myself. Really? That's me. I don't know if yeah, I guess you could say I lose interest. Hmm. I was a personal trainer and bodybuilder. Nice. Life happened and I am rehabbing to get me back and better. My current job is stressful. It took a toll on me, but praise, yes. Absolutely. You weren't even talking to me, but I still read it. I still read it. My maternal grandmother taught my native bead work. Nice. That's the best part about grandmothers. Like they'll teach you a lot. Like my grandmother taught me a lot about our history, our family history. She talked a lot about that. How it was for her growing up. Um, and I was little, like I could remember being like 6 and 7, her telling me stories. I was just telling, I was talking to Cheryl earlier, Miss Cheryl, who was in the chat, and I don't eat like chitlins and pig feet and stuff like that. But I used to clean chitlins with my grandmother at like 6 and 7 years old. Even up, I didn't stop at that age, but I started at that age. I would make homemade rolls where make the yeast rolls, and we would put a towel over it and it sit up on the fridge and let the yeast rise and everything. We did homemade pie crust, and we would slice up apples for the pies. I started learning cooking from scratch at a young age, very young age, with my great grandmother. Hmm. Very young age. So yeah, lion's mane tastes like chicken. But that's the best part about grandmothers. They're usually going to teach the things that sometimes the parents don't think about, and they have a different type of patience. Yes. Um, the farmers, I don't have a lot of farmers markets though. I'm gonna try. I know there's one that people have told me about that I haven't been to. I will try it. I got lost. I was over. I was towards looking at all the shorts. See, I told y'all. Lydia gets on this app and she get lost in the sauce. She will get lost in the scroll. I love it. Oyster mushrooms are good one to eat because they grow pretty much all year round. Nice. Yeah, I like those though. Those are one I like. I wonder if how what I tried word. I was just thinking that Rambo, like if that was something. I don't see. I need to do research because I know like when I looked into it, like mushrooms is just not that thing that's that easy. Like they need like don't they need darkness and stuff? Like I don't know. Maybe I just need to do some research. How about that? Ooh, um, chicken of the woods is excellent. You find them in the woods. I see mushrooms like okay, so where I have my garden plot, there it's a park. So there's still like a lot of tree wooded type area in the park. I see mushrooms growing out of trees out there all the time, but I don't mess with none of that stuff. I don't know what they are. I don't I just but I see them. Girl, when I'm reading your message, PIA, I thought you was referring to broke. Did you see my face, y'all? She said, there's a guy named the Watermelon King out of Georgia, originally from Detroit. He comes back to Detroit every year with a truckload of watermelon, lion's mane mushrooms, and muscadine grapes. But all I saw originally was Watermelon King in Georgia, and that was my thing. I was gonna say, I know we ain't doing that on my channel. Y'all, y'all know the beef is real. The beef is real. Miss Felicia here? Yes, she is. I was talking about her. Hey, Miss Felicia. I love vegan food. Yes. Especially curries. I love curries. Yes. And I love Asian as well because you can do a lot of Asian dishes vegan and they're delicious. So, yeah. Um, Look, Broke's still in here too. Look, bro, did you see my face? I was about to say, not today. Not today. We not doing that. Y'all. I'm trying to catch up real quick because y'all, I'm already over 2 hours. Ah, we just be going. Um, you've been busy moving, yes. Monique has a beautiful lot of land. Beautiful. I need to do many different projects and crafts. Listen, child, ADHD is real. That's why I be having so many unfinished. But then I make myself sometimes go back and finish. I think too much thought goes into it since society has placed so many unhealthy. Yes, more people make it part of their daily lifestyle, the easier it becomes. I thought when I because the first time I ate vegan, it was a challenge. Like, oh, this goes way back. Back when I was couponing, one of the managers at a store that I couponed at was going into the new year on a vegan challenge, and she asked me to, if I wanted to do what if I would do it with them, and I was like, sure. And it was just for the month of January, and I was like, I could actually eat this way. Like, don't threaten me with a good time. I'm not that big on meat. Like, so once I started finding ways to prepare meals, um, vegan meals, and then realizing that they were delicious. Like the first time I made vegan tuna with the chickpeas, I was angry at how that tasted like tuna. And I knew it wasn't. Yeah, it's crazy. You were cutting eels for turtle blade at 5, crocheting with fingers by 6. Learned a lot. Yes. But you know what? We pick up, and we know this too with our children and grandchildren. When you're young, your mind, like, it just picks it up fast. It picks it up fast. So that's the time to introduce those things. Like my grandson already be having him in the garden. He knows how to put a seed in ground. He gets excited. He prunes, he harvests, he does all the things. I learned baking cooking as a kid. Yep. I remember making biscuits. Yep. Bake back at home ec. I did home ec too. Yes. I didn't really well, I did learn some baking. I did learn some baking, but I by then I cooking was never they could never do what I do cooking by the time I took home ec. But I never have been into baking. The reason I'm not big in oh, don't worry, Rambo, I ain't touching them. The reason I'm not big into baking is that I'm not a rule follower. So I'm the person who will get a recipe ID. Like I want to see what the person is doing for a recipe, but it's gonna be my it's gonna be my way when I make it. Like I know what I like. So if it has like something in there I don't like, I am gonna omit it. But then sometimes I'll see a recipe, I'm like, oh, that would have been you could notch that up a bit if you just would have added this. And I will do that when I make it. So I'm with baking. To me, you have to follow measurements and stuff. I don't cook with measurements, and that's why I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like even when I do videos of recipes, I am guesstimating amounts for y'all because first of all, everybody's portion of seasoning for any dish is going to be different. Have you ever eaten something that somebody thinks is great and you taste it and it's salty? Or they think it's great and you taste it and it's bland to you. It tastes like it has no salt. So it's going to be different for every person in their family of what they like. So for me to say, oh, you're going to need a quarter teaspoon of salt, well, maybe for you that might be too salty, or you'd be like, I don't even taste the salt. You never know. That's why even in my videos, I usually say, you know what you like, you know what seasonings you like. So make it to your liking. But this is giving you the blueprint for how this thing is made, you know. But I know some people prefer to have a step by step with food recipes. But if you've ever made anything that you followed a food step by step of a tutorial that you watched on any platform and it didn't taste good when you made it, that's why. Because it's going to be to your liking. You got to know what you like. Like, if I know I don't like onions, and I know a lot of recipes, I see people cut up a whole onion to put in it. And I'd be like, first of all, we're not even putting a half in mine. But why would you put a like, that's where my mind goes. But I will still get onion flavor, but I will do it differently. I will use my onion powder because I still want the taste. Or I might not think it needs it for that particular dish, whatever the dish may be. So I think when you're cooking, it just, you know, getting familiar with what you like, learning the flavors of certain herbs or seasonings bring to a dish will help you be able to determine how much of a thing you're going to put into a dish, be it be garlic, onion, an actual seasoning, whatever. You will learn that as you go. But that's what, and I think that people don't talk about that enough when they do recipes online. That although they're giving you measurements, I don't believe nobody used those measurements truly when they're, I know I don't. Look, I'm going to just speak for myself. I don't cook like that. I eyeball everything I do. Even when I'm doing my vegan curry, I eyeball how much curry I put in it. I will taste to see if it's giving me what I want in my flavor. And then I will add more if I need to. And if not, if it's fine, I'm fine with it. Or sometimes I let it simmer a while before I decide if I need to put more in it or not. Because sometimes something needs to kind of simmer together to put that flavor to fully come in. And if you add more, then you got too much. It's just a whole thing. I guess it's a learned thing. It's just like anything else, I guess. Crocheting, painting, whatever. As you do it more, you get better at it. Hey Mike, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I didn't see you, but I see people speaking. I was thinking when I saw Georgia Psalm, I was thinking broke. Where's the beef? Watermelon wars. That's where it's at. Yeah. I know PIA. I figured it out. I was in my feelings. Yes, but I think I might be catching up again, y'all. You're in my thoughts, Miss Nada. You're so sweet. Hey, Miss Maria. Happy Sunday. Thank you. Hey, Take Money. Happy Sunday. So yeah, I'm trying to get back to the bottom. I feel like I done got really behind again. Talking about cooking. Because you know what? I think about that when I do recipes. I try to mention it in my videos when I'm doing a recipe. You'll always hear me say something like, if you don't like this, don't put it in your dish. If you like this, put it in your dish. You know what you like. I try to revert to that a lot because I don't want people to make something and follow me step by step and be disappointed because it's not giving what they anticipated it to be because it looks so great on the video. Everybody is different. And I caught up, y'all. But yes, and I'm the same way, Miss Nada. I don't really follow. I get the blueprint. I get the idea. So I didn't come up with chickpea and potato curry. I saw that somewhere. And then I put my own thing on it. Like I use a particular curry powder that I like. I don't like I've tried other ones. I didn't care for it, but I found one that I absolutely like, and that's the one I use. And I like a little heat to my curry. Some people don't. So I add some of my crushed peppers that I grow from I dry out from peppers that I grow in my garden and give it just a little bit of heat to it, So I don't even know if I even put that in video when I did it. I don't know. Maybe I did. But that's something you can either add or not. It's just something I like. Some people don't like heat. Even when I go to Indian restaurants, I ask for it a little spicy. I like mine with just a little bit of kick to it. But that's personally me. So You know, you have to know what you like. If you don't like heat at all, don't add no heat to your dish because it's going. For somebody who doesn't like heat at all, a little bit of heat is going to feel like a lot. So yeah. Anyway, Rambo, I'm the same. I like spice. I don't want it to be. It has to be still um have like it has to have be flavorful. It can't be just hot. It's the dish still needs to be delicious. So yeah. Anyway, y'all, it's been 2 hours and now 16 minutes. I've been going, talking y'all ear off. Yeah, that part, queen. um, so I am going to wrap it up. I will be live next Friday because y'all know I wasn't live this past Friday. It's every other Friday for me. I did go back to back a couple Fridays back, but now it's back to every other. So I will be live next Friday, this coming up Friday. But I hope you guys have a great week. I am off tomorrow because apparently there's some federal holiday called President's Day. My office closes for all the government holidays. So I will have the day off. I probably will be doing some prepping, might even do some filming of that prepping. I don't know. I was supposed to do it yesterday, then I was supposed to do it today, and y'all been lazy. Okay. So hopefully I do it. Y'all have a great week though. I hope everybody has a great week. Go into the week with a great mindset. I heard a couple people say they wanted to finish some projects. How about we make that a goal this week to not so much have to finish it, but get back at it. How about that? We could do it. So let's get those projects going, try to get them completed by some point. But yeah, Gina, are you a Fed? I am. No, I don't work for the government. We follow their calendar because what I do, I work in bankruptcy. I thought you knew that, Moni. But I work in the bankruptcy for Chapter 13 trustee. So we follow that calendar because of the courts. Because we can't do anything if the courts are closed. And the courts are the Fed. So yeah, no, I'm not a Fed. So I just get to benefit from their calendar. That's all. But yeah. Yeah. Y'all have a good night though. This has been good. Thank you. And you said you sent me a text, email, so I'm gonna check it. Queen, so I'll be responding. But y'all have a great night and a great week, seriously. And I will see y'all on Friday. All right. Bye everybody. Good night. Oh, and don't forget to head over to T Knox tonight for her live. All right, y'all.